Hey y'all, I'm going to do a quick explanation for the first proteans. So the first protean set that comes out, there's actually 3 different protean waves. The first protean wave is the one that's baitable, so we're going to have the whole party stacked in front of the boss here. The boss will be facing toward the south puddle, and the boss will stay facing this way the whole time. He's locked in place. So the party is going to stack all in the north of the boss, the front of the boss, right here, and then we'll bait the first set. For the next 2 proteans, the way it works is that it will target the 4 closest people to Living Liquid and shoot a protean wave towards a direction, and the furthest people will get an AoE around them. So what we're going to do is for the second set of proteans, after we bait those first ones, we're going to have the healers move to this side of the south puddle, and we're going to have the range DPS move to this side. And they're going to move far away so they don't get hit by proteans, they don't get targeted by proteans, and they're going to bait those puddles. Meanwhile, the 2 tanks and the 2 melee will be taking their proteans. So for example, we'll have, say we have main tank right there, off tank here, and then we'll have melee 1 and melee 2. So that way we'll have proteans that kind of go like this. So the proteans aren't going to hit the ranged DPS of the healers. They're shooting in the back area, and then the AoEs that bait won't be close to the boss. Right when those go off, the third and final set of proteans are going to go out. So what we're going to do is we're going to have all the 2 tanks in the melee. They're going to go directly south. So let me erase them real quick. The reason why they're going directly south is just so they don't get hit by the ranged DPS and the healers who are taking the third proteans. So they'll be somewhere roughly back here. They have to move away from the boss so they don't get targeted, so they have to disconnect. We might play around with a little bit. We might be able to do max melee range, and then the healers and ranged DPS just make sure they move further in. But maybe for now, to play it safe, we'll just disconnect a little bit. So the melee DPS and the tanks are here, and away from the thing, and then the healers are gonna move in, and we'll just have healer on the west, healer down here, and the ranged DPS will move, have one there and one there. We don't want to have one north because there is going to always be a protean that shoots north. So just erase that. So then we have the final set of proteans shooting out like this, and that's the first protean mechanic.